Hello guys, welcome back to another deck profile video. And today, as you see, we have Memento. It's a fusion deck that I want to play for a long time. And after YSS Bologna, I met a guy from Britain that was playing this deck. We faced each other. And despite me winning, I thought that he was playing so well. And it's a deck that shows your skill. And it's a very fun and very good deck. And to be honest, I needed to have the perfect hand in order to beat him. I think in every other scenario I would lose. So that's something that I saw and made me think that this deck is worth giving it a shot. And I got first place with this deck at our locals. So I'm gonna show you the deck, and you might have seen the video that I uploaded. That it was a finals against Goblin Biker Fiendsmith. So shout out to that guy as well because he got to the finals with that deck. And let's start. Okay, first of all, I want to say that I still don't know this deck well enough. Imagine that the second day I took it to locals, I was reading some cards. So yeah, it's very hard deck to play. So we started with 3 Anguids. This is the best starter of the deck because it charges a Memento and it can reborn a low level Memento. So it has 2 extender effects, let's say, despite this one that has 1. Because this can summon a level 3 or lower Memento from the deck. You usually summon Witch, but in some scenarios where you have other monsters other than Memento, you summon Goblin. So yeah, the pop effect is good because you have a main deck out to floodgates, and you can pop Fire King Island if they don't have Sanctuary, which is pretty good. You can pop Runic Fountain if they play something like that. So it's not the worst card. You can also bait the Fiendsmith, what's it called, the Desiree, or you can pop the Rizal Cross. So this card is very good overall. After that, you play 3 Tatsu. The horse basically is the second best extender. You search it normally with Witch. If you have only Memento's master or no face up masters other than Memento, you summon it, and you can destroy Memento monsters and send monsters up to the level. So yeah, this is pretty good, and you can do some pretty cool stuff if you have a higher level Memento, let's say Fusion. So yeah, these are the best starters. Then I played 2 Sleepy. I see most people play 1. I'm thinking that this card's very good, especially with some Casteras running around, like Rice Hard banishing it, and after that you have nothing. This card is a very good extender. Even if you don't want to fuse, this card is a level 3 bot that can special summon if you have destroyed a monster. So it's very good. I would honestly not play 1 of it. This card is very good at 2, from my experience at least. I also play 2 Goblins. This card sends 2 cards. I thought it was sending 2 monsters, imagine. This card sends 2 Memento cards to the graveyard. And yeah, that's very good. It's also a Goblin Monster, which will make sense later. 1 Mace. This card is also very good. It serves any Memento card, but it's not the greatest starter. But it's a very good hand trap because if you have the big monster, you steal a monster of your opponent, so that's very good. Imagine they special summon Fenrir, you steal it, now it's your Fenrir. So yeah, the Horn Dragon is also very good extender, and because I play the Fiendsmith package, this card is very needed, and it's also very good because it also has to 28-50 attack, and yeah, overall pretty good card. The Boss Master Combined Creation. This card is not once per turn to summon, so if you load up your graveyard with Memento, you can summon it twice and link climb from there. Sometimes I have done it. Akirion, honestly, this is the MVP of the deck because it searches everything you need from the banished or from the graveyard if they banish it. And yeah, if you go second and you face a pretty hard board to out, if you bait their negates and you summon these 2 monsters with Akirion, Achirion enables these monsters to attack directly, and this is 800 damage exactly, 8,000 I mean. So yeah, that's very good card. And lastly, the worst one to see, Gatic. In our circle, we have a meme about this card because this card is very bad to draw, but this card is very mandatory in the deck because when you dump it, you summon it back and then it adds any card from the graveyard, and that's the way to start most of your plays. This card is amazing if you don't open it. Uh, then we play 3 Speed Reteratop and 1 Taketomborg because we play the Goblin Bikers. This card is one card full combo. Unfortunately, it plays into Droll, but yeah, it's okay. No one should be playing Droll in this format. Charger, because this makes Gabonga from 2 bodies into 3. I will explain later. And 1 Engraver for the Fiendsmith combo. You might pump it to 2 or to 3 and have a larger Fiendsmith package if you don't want to play Goblin Bikers. But in my opinion, Goblin Bikers are very necessary because now that Rizal is in the format, you can bait a lot of stuff just by using the Goblin Biker stuff. So yeah, if I had more Goblin cards, I would play more. 3 as Blossoms for the Mulcharmies, and that's the only hand I play. 3 Bone Party and 3 Fusion. The cool thing about this deck is something very similar to Chimeras, that you can dodge targeting disruptions. Because you activate an effect, but your mementos don't target, so you can pop on resolution. And if they chain impermanence, let's say, you can chain one of these, or you can chain the Goblin Biker Quick Play, we will talk about later. And basically, both dodge it and do full combo. So that's great. That's the great aspect of the deck. This card is amazing because not only fuses from the graveyard, you can also add any spell trap. So post side deck, you might want to add the normal trap card that I play. And yeah, even if you banish it, Akirion can add it back, and that's what you most usually do. At least I do. And Bone Party is a very cool extender. Then we play the field spell. It's mandatory to play one. It's a very good card. I cut it post side deck, and I play 4 Goblin Biker spells. If I had more, I would play 3 of these because in the Razzle format, this card is amazing because you add a Goblin, you detach one material from their side, you summon the Goblin, and yeah. So what we do is go into Gabonga with Teratop and Taketomborg. We add the Dark Charger, which adds this, and this adds the Memento Goblin, and you special summon it. So now you have 2 bodies plus Goblin, which is full Fiendsmith combo and Memento combo. I played 1 Rota. Honestly, this card was bad, but I thought I didn't want to break. But this deck doesn't break that much, so I will definitely cut this card. I played 3 Super Poly. This card was amazing. And you might notice that I don't play a lot of non-engine because this deck doesn't need it, to be honest. I was breaking fields left and right. It was very easy to break boards. And I was playing, I think, just this for non-engine. Yeah, I might make some changes, especially for a higher level event. But Super Poly were very, very good. It was enough in our locals to win. I play 2 Creation King because you need to. You summon one and you dump the other to add the field spell. And it also has a pop effect which is very useful. 1 Twin Dragon. I was playing 2, but because I needed to make space for Super Poly targets, I cut to 1. I was playing 2 because of Unicorn, but I don't play hand traps. So it's a weird spot. 1 Guardian Chimera, because in a lot of scenarios you have a lot of pops with these, and you don't have anything relevant to fuse into with Memento Fusion, so I was running Chimera. Came up once, the other times I didn't even need to activate Fusion to win. 2 Super Poly targets, both were very good. 1 Necrocore Princess because of the Fiendsmith, 1 Performant. This card is the reason you play the Fiendsmiths. and this card can basically win you the game because you will make unicorn, griffon. I'm sorry. You make griffon, and you link this into SP. You banish griffon, and then you can banish Baphomet on your opponent's turn to summon griffon, and you make sure that all of your monsters are linked. And yeah, good luck to your opponent activating effects. So I was playing one griffon, the Fiendsmith package, the SP. Crossip, I think I used Crossip only once or twice, but in theory it's good. And one Kabonga. Kabonga is actually very good, and it's also a board breaker going second, if you manage to get that far. So yeah, I was playing one Chaos Hunter because you can dump it with Baphomet, and with the same combo as Griffon you can banish it. It's better against Malice, and if you summon Chaos Hunter against Malice, you most probably win. But make sure you don't play into talents that much. I was playing 3 thrusts for board breakers and also for going first, 3 cosmics. And I was playing these 2 traps for thrust targets. This you can also search, and this is actually very good because it pops 2 cards if you have the combined creation, and the barrier because it's the barrier. Nibiru, very good, won me a lot of games, and in a deck that you don't play a lot of hand traps, Nibiru doesn't make the most value, but it also does in a way because if you don't have room for a lot of hand traps, you play the high impact ones like Droll Nibiru instead of Veiler, let's say. So that's why I was running Nibiru, and it was very good, especially with Evenly, because if you summon a high attack monster token, you give it to their field, you crush it, and then you evenly them, and they have to keep the token. So I did it a lot of times, and evenly was good because I was not playing a lot of hand traps, and if you don't play hand traps, you could be running board breakers like this. I wasn't running a lot of non-engine. I might pump the deck to more deck count because you might also consider Book of Eclipse, you might consider more talents, and maybe hand traps as well. This deck has a lot of experimentation left. So yeah, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe.